This is Brandy and Sprite. We're coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas, and I will be leading you in a gentle yoga sequence today. So this sequence should be appropriate for all fitness levels and for people who are beginners to yoga. So let's get started. Let's start in mountain pose. So in mountain pose, we're standing up very straight, our spines are straight, our head's in alignment with our spine, our shoulders are back and down, our feet are stable, all four corners of the feet are pushed into the earth, starting with a very stable beginning. Let's run our right hand down our right leg and bend to the right, taking our left hand over. And let's come back to the other side. And let's flow here. And let's come back to mountain pose. And let's take our hands behind our back, clasping our hands, pushing our shoulder blades together. Taking a few deep breaths here. Let's spread our feet about hip distance apart. And let's come forward with a forward folding shoulder expansion. Try to avoid any cat attacks. And as we come forward, we can bring our hands over. This is getting a good stretch in the back of the shoulders. It upsets the cat. And coming back over. Getting a good stretch in the back of the body, pushing the shoulders together. And getting a good relaxation. And now, let's work on our warrior one. So let's take a big step forward, stacking the knee over the foot. The right foot can be either at a 90-degree angle or it can be facing forward, whichever is more comfortable for you. So we're going to square the hips and we're going to raise our hands overhead, and this is our warrior one. And let's transform into warrior two. And let's come back into our warrior one. And stepping our feet forward, let's step back to the back of our mats. And let's practice warrior one on the other side. So coming into warrior one with our left foot forward, making sure our knees are stacked over our feet, our body's straight. Let's sink into the stretch, and then let's transition into warrior two. And coming back into warrior one, let's step our feet forward, and let's come into a forward fold. Breathing our hands overhead, let's come into prayer. And from prayer, let's do our tree pose. So tree pose can have several variations. We can either come with our foot to our ankle, our foot to our knee, or our foot can come all the way up to our thigh. Finding our balance in tree pose, let's breathe our hands overhead and come into prayer and release. And let's try tree on the other side. So either bringing the foot to the ankle, the foot to the knee, or the foot to the upper thigh. Let's find our balance in prayer and take our hands overhead. And coming back down into prayer and releasing our tree. Coming forward, let's breathe our hands overhead. Swan dive forward into a forward fold. And walk our hands forward into our downward dog. From downward dog, let's bend our knees and come back into child's pose. So child's pose is one of the most important poses of the yoga workout. Not only is it a good stretch for the hips and the back, but it's also our resting pose. So anytime during the workout, if you need to rest, just push back into child's pose and rest. And let's come forward onto all fours. From all fours, let's take our right hand out, left leg out. This is our spinal extension. Spinal balance. And let's go to the other side. Right hand comes, left hand comes out, right foot comes out. And let's go to the other side. And release. Other side. And release. Other side. And release. Other side. And release. And let's push back into child's pose. From child's pose, let's come back up onto all fours. Let's exhale into cow. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cow. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cow. Inhale into cow. And let's sit back on our heels. Coming into a seated position. Let's bring our feet together for our butterfly pose. So let's take a deep breath in. And let's come forward. And as far as possible. Some of us will come forward more than others. And coming up. Let's take our feet out in front of us. Hands behind us. Hands facing our toes. And let's push up into our tabletop. So we're trying to get our body as flat as possible. Holding our tabletop. Feeling a good pull in the lower back. Warming everything up. And releasing it back down. Let's take our legs out in front of us. And let's take our right leg up. Take our left elbow to our right knee. And let's take a twist. And straightening our right leg out. Let's put our left leg out. Right elbow comes to the left knee. And let's take a twist. And releasing. bed bug. So we grab the toes and we pull the legs back. Oh, it feels so good. And releasing. Let's take our left foot to our right knee, taking our hands out to the side. Let's twist to the right, looking over the left shoulder. And coming back up. Let's take our right foot to our left knee. And let's turn to the side. And coming back up. Let's get in a comfortable position for our resting pose. Taking a few deep breaths to let our yoga practice sink in. And as we're ready, let's roll to one side. As we're ready, let's push up to a seated position.